My beloved child, I call upon your heart this day and ask you to remember that I am with you in every moment, for nothing can separate you from my everlasting love, and I desire for you to rest in the safety of my embrace. Even in the quiet hours when you feel the weight of the world pressing upon your shoulders, I see your struggles, and I hear the unvoiced longings of your soul, and I reach out to give you peace and rest. I promise you that my watchful eyes never dim, and my arms remain open, ready to hold you no matter what storms rage against you. So do not be troubled, for I will sustain and guide you forward. Take courage in knowing that I treasure you, and let your heart find hope in my unwavering presence at every turn. Rejoice in this knowledge. I am here, and you are never alone. My precious one, please listen as I call out to you in the stillness, reminding you that I, the Lord who formed the heavens and shaped the earth, am the same who cares deeply for your every breath. I have kept watch over you since before you could speak, and I have shielded your spirit in countless ways you might not even recognize, because my love extends beyond any boundary. Do not fear the unknown, for I have already walked every path that lies ahead of you, and I am here to protect and lead you with kindness. Know that my devotion stands firm, and I hold your future securely in the palm of my hand. Hope in me and move ahead with expectancy, for greater things are on the horizon. My dear child, even when you wander in your thoughts or doubt your worth, I want you to understand that I am constantly drawing near, whispering words of affirmation and tenderness into the deepest recesses of your heart. I have woven your existence with divine purpose, placing you at the right time and place so you may receive the fullness of my grace. Do not shy away from me. Run into my embrace and allow your soul to be enveloped by my light, for in this closeness you will discover the beauty and strength that I have planted within you. Let this promise ignite your hope and move you to stand tall in faith, for I am the one who will never abandon you. I look upon you with great delight, for you are a radiant gift to my kingdom, shining like a costly jewel in my ever-caring gaze. I take pleasure in every step you take toward me, and I see the faith stirring in the corners of your heart that you sometimes question. But hear me now, you are of immeasurable value, crafted with infinite care, and I rejoice over you with celebration beyond human comprehension. Never think of yourself as insignificant or forgotten, for I have called you by name and have inscribed that name upon my heart. Stand tall in that identity and rest in the assurance that I see you as truly priceless. Every day I watch you grow, and I know the wonders I designed within your soul before you ever took your first breath. I have set in motion a destiny that you alone can fulfill, like a precious handcrafted masterpiece that reflects my glory in a world so often dim. Remember that your unique talents, your compassion, and every spark of creativity within your mind are essential to the grand mosaic of life I am orchestrating. Embrace who I created you to be, even if you feel uncertain, for I delight in your every effort to grow closer to your divine calling. Be encouraged that I have placed you here with purpose, and no obstacle can deter the plans I have for you. I have seen your unspoken tears, the ones that soak into your pillow late at night when the silence echoes through your thoughts, reminding you of every worry, every regret, every hope left hanging in the balance. I know how your heart yearns for reassurance, how you long for a hand to steady you, and how you wish for a light to break into your darkest hours. Take comfort in the fact that I am that light which no darkness can overcome, and I am that hand which will never let you fall. Do not be ashamed of your pain or your doubts, for I welcome you with every burden, every question, and every ache. Find hope in me, for I am gentle, and I will lift you up in your weakest moments. The challenges you face are not hidden from my eyes, for I observe each sigh that escapes your lips, and I witness the weight pressing upon your spirit, be it financial concerns, family strife, or physical ailments. I know you sometimes feel that nobody truly understands, that in the midst of well-meaning voices, your deepest longing remains unheard. But remember, I have walked alongside every soul throughout history, and I comprehend every nuance of human experience. Therefore, lay those burdens before me, and trust that I hold the remedy within my plan, which is ever at work, even when you cannot yet perceive its progress. Keep your gaze fixed on my comfort, and let hope stir within your heart, for I am working on your behalf. When you toss and turn in the night, wondering if tomorrow will be kind or if it will bring more hardship, know that I have already gone before you. I scout the road ahead, clearing obstacles that would otherwise entangle you, and positioning opportunities that will enrich your journey. In those moments when you cannot see the path clearly, recall that I am the lamp to your feet, the beacon guiding you from one step to the next. Though you may not have the full picture, I assure you that your story is held within my steadfast care, and I am ever faithful to completing the good work I began in you. Rejoice in that truth, for I am leading you toward hidden blessings. Do not fear your enemies, whether they be real foes or the haunting thoughts that rattle your confidence, for I am your shield, standing between you and every weapon that aims to harm your spirit. I am the tower of strength that cannot be shaken, the fortress that no adversity can penetrate. Run into my presence when threats loom large, and remember that in me you have a stronghold that never fails. Believe that I fight for you, both in the physical world and in the unseen realms, and I will never let darkness triumph over those I call my own. Stand firm in that assurance, for I am your unwavering protector. I am your refuge in the storms that swirl around your life, a harbor where your soul can find respite from the swirling winds of doubt and despair. There is no tempest too fierce that I cannot calm, no flood so great that I cannot part, and no clash so intense that I cannot subdue. Whenever the clouds gather and lightning strikes fear into your heart, remember that I rest in full authority over the elements, and nothing escapes my dominion. So come under my shelter, where the rain cannot harm you and the thunder loses its terror. Take courage, for I am a safe haven for all who seek me. Right now, though you may feel stuck or lost, I am opening doors you have not yet seen, creating pathways where you thought only dead ends existed. There are divine appointments waiting, connections that will blossom into unexpected blessings, and solutions that will illuminate the very fears you hold close to your chest. My hand is never still. It is constantly at work, crafting good out of what seems impossible, turning the ashes of your trials into a story of victory. Wait patiently on me, for your hopes will not wither, and your prayers do not return void when they are laid before my throne. Embrace that anticipation, for your breakthrough is in motion. Now, I call you to prayer, not as a complicated ritual, but as a sweet and honest conversation between your heart and mine. When you whisper your concerns, your joys, your sins, or your praise, I hear each syllable with the tenderness of a loving father. Do not be afraid to speak your deepest secrets, for I already know them, and I long to share in your every experience. It is not eloquence or perfection I desire from you, but genuine openness and trust in my listening ear. So lift your voice, even if it quakes with uncertainty, and allow me to show you how I answer with mercy and might. Believe that as you turn your sight to me, so I will turn every good thing toward you. You do not need grand speeches or dramatic ceremonies to gain my attention. Simply open your heart in the quiet and say, "Help me," and I am there, leaning in close with my entire being, ready to transform your circumstances. Sometimes the most powerful prayer is nothing more than a tear offered up in silence, or a single flicker of hope held up to me. Know that in every sigh I am attuned, and in every breath I am sustaining your spirit with fresh grace. Speak freely, with all the authenticity of a child running into the arms of a beloved friend, and watch as I reveal the depth of my compassion. Let your heart rejoice, because I take great delight in hearing your voice. Do not fear the vulnerability that comes with admitting your need, for in this humble posture you open a doorway for my power to be made perfect in your weakness. I have never asked you to carry your burdens alone, nor to muster a strength that surpasses human limits. Instead, I invite you to place your cares upon me, for I am mighty to uphold you, and I do so with a constant, unwavering grip. When the load you bear becomes too heavy, call on me, and you will see how I pierce through your dark clouds with light. Hold on to this truth: your helper is omnipotent, so trust me, and watch as hope blooms in your soul. I desire you to walk forward in bold faith, even if your knees tremble, for true faith doesn't always mean the absence of fear, but a choice to move despite it. Keep your eyes fixed on me, not on the tumult of circumstances, for like Peter upon the waters, once your gaze shifts from my face, the waves seem too great. But as you return your focus to me, you will find that even the strongest currents cannot pull you under, because my hand extends with swift compassion. Therefore, keep stepping out, keep believing, keep praying, and let my love cast aside every anxiety. Be strong in this confidence. I am the unwavering anchor for your soul. Though the valleys may appear endless and the mountain summits insurmountable, I am the good shepherd who leads you through every land, whether desert or meadow, craggy cliff or flowering plain. In days of hardship, I stand by you, offering comfort that soothes your spirit, guiding you to still waters, even when the roads are harsh. In days of joy, I rejoice with you, celebrating the wonders we share together. I never withdraw, never cast you aside, never leave you to fend for yourself. Trust in my guidance and listen for my voice, for it echoes with reassurance at every turn. I call you to look upon your past, not with shame, but as a canvas painted with my mercy, where every mistake has been met with forgiveness, and every sin answered by my redeeming work. Nothing you have done, nor anything you have failed to do, places you beyond the reach of my compassion. Instead, see how I have used even the darkest colors in your story to highlight my grace, so the entire portrait of your life shines in the light of redemption. Let your heart rest, knowing you are cleansed, and take hope in my unrelenting desire to shape your future for good. Stand tall in the assurance that I have washed you clean, and I hold no record of your past transgressions. Do not dwell on regrets, for I have removed them from you as far as the east is from the west. Instead, dwell in the joy of being a new creation, breathing freely in the atmosphere of my unconditional love. Cling to the freedom that I provide, and do not let the accuser's voice trap you in guilt or condemnation. Because I chose you, I have declared you worthy and accepted, and my word stands above all other opinions. Step boldly into this liberty, for I delight in seeing your spirit free and your heart unburdened. When you face rejection from the world, remember that I cherish you. When your friends misunderstand, hear my assurance that I know your innermost desires and intentions. When your loved ones fail to offer comfort, remember that I hold you close. You are the one sheep I would leave the 99 to find if you strayed, for your presence matters dearly to me. Let that hope saturate your being. You are never outside my care, and every wound of rejection is met with my healing embrace. Know this: I rejoice each time you draw nearer to me in prayer or reflection, for my heart warms with every tiny step you take in faith. You cannot imagine the song that resonates in heaven when a single thought of surrender crosses your mind, or the dances of angels when love grows within your heart. I have stored up in my kingdom countless treasures for those who seek my face, and your dedication, no matter how small it seems to you, is of great significance in my sight. So continue inching closer, for your craving for my presence is beautiful, and I will bless you abundantly for it. My child, I acknowledge that you grow weary from trials that persist, battles that seem never-ending, and hearts that do not always heal as quickly as you would wish. Yet I remind you that your suffering is not meaningless, and I am using every experience, even the painful ones, to cultivate endurance, compassion, and deep trust in my sovereignty. Though you might not see the purpose in the storm as it rages, be assured that I bring forth a harvest of righteousness in due season. Cling to me, for I will fortify you with strength that surpasses human limitations. Rejoice in the knowledge that even your worst days can be turned for good under my supreme care. Let your heart be at ease. I understand the areas of temptation that bait you, the habits that snap at your heels, the doubts that swirl in your mind. I am not blind to your humanity, nor do I scold you without offering a way out. There is no struggle so dire that my grace cannot redeem, and no pit so deep that my reach cannot extend to rescue you. Let me be the one to wash you anew, steady your feet on higher ground, and lift your spirit toward the heavens. With me, you will not remain trapped in sin. You will rise in victory over it. Set your eyes not on the fleeting approval of others, but on my eternal affection, for my approval is beyond compare and my word stands forever. People may waver, governments may topple, and fads may fade, but I am the constant anchor that grounds you in truth and honor. Seek first to please me, and you will find a wellspring of joy that the world cannot diminish, because your identity is firmly rooted in the one who never changes. Be at peace. Knowing your worth is not decided by the shifting tides of human opinion, but by the immutable love of your Creator. When the voices around you grow loud, insisting that you must do more, be more, have more, recall that I am your ultimate fulfillment, and I alone can quench the deepest longings of your spirit. You do not need to chase worldly accolades or fill your schedule to the brim in search of significance. Rest in my sufficiency, for I am all you truly need, and everything else is but a shadow compared to my radiant glory. Embrace the sweet simplicity of walking in communion with me, and let my spirit refresh you like a cool, gentle breeze on a scorching day. Dear one, the journey ahead is dotted with surprises, challenges, and triumphant bursts of joy, and I am committed to walking every mile with you, whispering wisdom when the roads fork, carrying you when you stumble, and celebrating with you when you dance in victory. Do not be discouraged by detours or delays, for I see the entire map of your life, and I am an expert at weaving every thread into a marvelous tapestry. Trust me with your timing, and know that every season, whether abundant or dry, has a holy purpose in forming you into the likeness of my love. Fix your heart on hope, because I am orchestrating a splendid outcome. In the dark of confusion, remember I am the light that reveals clarity, shining from within your spirit to guide you through tangles of doubt. When you call upon me, I pour forth revelation, showing you truths you never bargained to see. I do not delight in leaving your questions unanswered, but in leading you to the still waters of understanding. Stay alert and open, for my guidance arrives sometimes through a subtle nudge, a wise friend, or a quiet stirring in your heart. Rejoice in the truth that I am a living well of wisdom, ready to quench your thirst for direction. I stand by you in every conflict, whether it be an internal war of self-criticism or an external confrontation with adversity. I am the still small voice that gently reminds you of your worth, the steadfast companion who never abandons you to face the battle alone. Rely on my strength, for your own might has its limits, but mine does not. Let your burdens slip from your shoulders onto my capable back, and watch how I turn the tide in ways you never anticipated. Stand confident in the assurance that your victory is secure, because I stand as your warrior and your peace. As you seek me daily, I feed your soul with fresh manna from heaven, replenishing your spirit so you can flourish. Like a fruitful vine, you are nourished by my word, and though the seasons change, my provision does not wane. Keep your heart open to the nutrients of my counsel, the dew of my blessings, and the sunshine of my grace. Embrace my care, for I never allow you to starve spiritually when you stay connected to me, the true vine of life. And in this nourishment, find renewed energy to face each day with joyful expectancy. If your past weighs heavily upon you, remember I am the God who forgives and renews, the God who lifts the burden of guilt and shames the condemner. I have already rewritten your narrative in the language of freedom, marking each page with the seal of my mercy. Let your lips proclaim that you are redeemed, and let your heart rest. For I do not hold your failings against you. Instead, I transform them into testimonies of my everlasting kindness. Stand in that newness, for it is my pleasure to see you walking without chains, radiant in hope. Though your heart may ache with disappointments and unfulfilled dreams, do not despair, for I am bringing new possibilities into focus each day. Sometimes I remove certain doors not to punish you, but to protect you from lesser paths, guiding you instead to what will truly bless your life and honor my name. Let go of bitterness when dreams do not unfold as you wish, and trust that I have a marvelous plan, one that may surpass your greatest hopes. Embrace the promise that your best days are not behind you, but are being prepared with extraordinary care by my hand. Take heart and believe that I, your Creator, am never surprised by the twists and turns that life presents, for I know all from the beginning to the end. Even when you are taken off guard, I remain your unshakable rock, unmoved by the waves that threaten your peace. I stand as a lantern in your darkest corridors, shining with consistency, ensuring you will never have to stumble blindly. Lay down your anxieties at my feet, and trust that my wisdom surpasses your finest intellect, and my ways are grounded in everlasting love. Rejoice, for I am guiding each step, and you can rest your weary soul in my infinite understanding. Let it be known that though you walk through the valley of shadows, you need not fear, because my rod and staff comfort you and defend you. No evil can claim dominion over the heart that rests in me, because my shield is raised high, and I command the very elements to serve my purposes. In your darkest hour I seat you at a table of abundance, anointing your head and declaring you a son or daughter of the King. Believe that I am not only able to rescue you, but willing to do so, acting out of boundless care for your entire being. Lift your eyes to hope, for your deliverance is certain. Whenever you feel misunderstood or singled out for your faith, remember that the cross stood as a sign of rejection by man, but redemption from God. I do not call you to carry burdens beyond your capacity, but I do ask you to allow my strength to flow through your vulnerable places. You may lose favor in the eyes of the world, but you gain acceptance in the courts of heaven, where your name is spoken with love and honor. Let the criticism of men roll off your back as you fix your affection on my smile. Be encouraged that I uphold you when others tear you down, for my approval is all you truly need. In moments when you are tempted to think you have no place, no purpose, or no capability to make a difference, remember that I choose the humble to shame the proud, and I empower the meek to do great works in my name. Your perceived shortcomings are the very canvas on which I paint my glory, demonstrating that it is not by your might, but by my Spirit that wonders occur. Take solace in the fact that I specialize in turning the ordinary into something extraordinary for the sake of my kingdom. Keep your head raised high, for I have destined you to reflect my love to the nations. Look around you at the wonders of creation, the stars pinned in the skies, the flourishing forests, the majestic oceans that echo with mystery, and recognize that the one who formed these marvels is the same who is personally invested in your every worry. If I can speak galaxies into existence, surely I can breathe life into your driest season and cause hope to blossom. Let this thought fill you with calm assurance. You are not insignificant. You belong to the author of the universe, who delights in bridging the impossible for your sake. Do not let your heart be troubled. I hold you with immeasurable care. I am calling you to live with a heart of gratitude, for thankfulness opens windows of blessing in ways you cannot foresee. When you focus on what you lack, you magnify your sense of need. But when you shift your gaze to what you already have in me, you unlock the fullness of joy. My provision is not meager, it is abundant, and I love showering my children with spiritual and material gifts that testify to my goodness. Let your lips speak praise in the morning and thanks at night, for in this attitude you will find lasting contentment. Rejoice, for a grateful heart always sees more reasons to hope. In days when your faith seems to wane and you struggle to utter a single prayer, know that I am not absent but eagerly waiting for your faintest call. Even the smallest seed of faith can move mountains, and I am the fertile soil in which that seed can grow. Do not be discouraged by your perceived weakness of faith. Bring whatever measure you have to me, and I will increase it. Remember, it is not the size of your faith that matters, but the strength of the one in whom you place it. Take solace, for I am both the author and finisher of your faith. I invite you to experience peace that surpasses all understanding, a comfort so deep it calms the most tumultuous storms within your heart. You need not strive for it by your own power, for I freely offer it like a gentle river that flows into your spirit when you surrender your turmoil to me. Let your breathing slow as you linger in my presence, and feel that peace take root in every corner of your being. Release your worries into my care, for I am well able to handle them, leaving you free to embrace the serenity I long to bestow. Rejoice, for my rest is yours to claim. My desire is for you to boldly step into the future I have prepared, without the chains of yesterday's disappointments holding you back. Let me direct your footsteps, for the road I plan is paved with redemptive moments, fresh mercies, and divine encounters that will surprise and amaze you. Walk with head held high, trusting that I will illuminate your path in due time, and that my timing is never too early or late. I will ensure that each season's lessons, joys, and blessings find their proper place in your journey. Look forward with anticipation, for goodness awaits those who hope in my name. Be encouraged. The troubles that torment you now are temporary, mere stepping stones on a grander path to eternal joy. I have promised that I will not test you beyond your ability to endure, and with every trial, I provide a way to stand firm. Lean on me. Let my spirit breathe courage into your weary bones, for I take delight in strengthening my children who seek my solace. No storm lasts forever, and as you remain anchored in me, you will see the dawn break through your darkest horizon. Keep pressing on in faith, for your new day is dawning. I have set a vision for your life, uniquely tailored to the gifts and passions I placed within you, a vision that will bless you and bless others in ways you cannot yet imagine. Allow me to guide your steps toward that purpose, whether by quiet whispers, gentle prodding, or sudden floods of inspiration. As you walk forward, do not fear taking small steps or making adjustments, because I shape every step for your ultimate good. You are like a young tree, growing steadily, and in time, you will bear fruit in abundance. Stand firm, for I have designed you to thrive in the fullness of my plan. When doubt arises and you question whether you are truly loved or accepted, Remember the cross, where I displayed my all-consuming love, giving everything to restore you. That moment in history remains the unshakable proof of my commitment, as I bridged the gap between divinity and humanity for the sake of your redemption. You need never question your worth again, for I have poured out the most precious offering to bring you close. Let your heart find peace in the shadow of that sacrifice, for it stands as an eternal testament that you are dearly cherished. Cling to that assurance, for my love never fails. Embrace the truth that I am writing a grand story with every chapter of your life, where joys and sorrows intertwine to reveal my glory. The plot twists, the heartbreaks, the triumphs, they all weave together under my sovereign direction, demonstrating that nothing is wasted in my hands. With every disappointment, I carve deeper depths of empathy in your heart. With every victory, I plant seeds of praise on your lips. Trust me as the author, for I promise a redemptive ending that reflects my infinite goodness. Rejoice in hope, for the best pages are yet to unfold. I know you desire clarity in decisions, whether they concern relationships, career paths, or spiritual commitments. Ask, and I will provide the insight you need, though it may come through stillness, through waiting, or through unusual circumstances. Be patient and allow my wisdom to settle in your heart like a gentle dew, forming slowly yet consistently. I am not a God of confusion, but of peace, and I will illuminate the road you should take at the right time. Trust my guidance, for I see beyond the curves and corners of every route you ponder. Today I urge you to step out of the shadow of complacency and into the light of obedience, for blessings abound when you follow my word. Like a father guiding a toddler, I rejoice in each step you take toward my commands, and I am always ready to pick you up when you wobble. Do not hesitate to do the good I place before you. Give, serve, love, knowing that your actions sow seeds for a harvest in due time. Walk in confidence, for I stand behind you as your support and before you as your guide. Rejoice in this opportunity to grow in righteousness. I see the times you have compared yourself to others, wondering why their path seems easier or their blessings appear greater. But I say to you, I have assigned each person a unique race to run, and comparison only dims the shine of your unique calling. Focus on the gifts I have placed in your life, cultivate them, and watch as they bloom under the warmth of my favor. You are my masterpiece in progress, and I am devoted to your wholeness and success in ways that perfectly align with my grand design. Find rest in being fully who I created you to be. My beloved, I urge you not to let bitterness take root in your heart when offenses come, for harboring grudges only chokes your own spirit. Instead, lean on my grace to forgive as I have forgiven you, releasing the burden of anger into my just and loving hands. Forgiveness does not excuse wrongdoings, but it frees you from carrying the poison of resentment. I am the righteous judge who sees all, and I will heal the broken places that offenses create. Embrace that release, for in forgiveness, you find liberation and open your soul to deeper joy. Gaze upon me with expectancy, for I will bestow fresh revelations of my glory, painting new visions of what it means to walk in freedom, hope, and holiness. As you seek my face, I will meet your thirst with living waters that satisfy like no earthly well can. Be persistent in your pursuit, for I love to reward the diligent with a deeper knowledge of my heart. Expect that I will show you greater wonders than before, even if they come in quiet moments or subtle changes. Rejoice, for I promise that those who hunger and thirst for righteousness will be filled to overflowing. Never assume your circumstances are beyond repair, for I am the God who parts seas and levels mountains, restoring lost years and reviving broken hearts. No situation is so bleak that my light cannot shatter the darkness, and no trap so secure that my hand cannot reach in and pull you free. Trust my authority, for I am both creator and redeemer, weaving new possibilities where you see none. Let hope arise, confident that your midnight hour is never the final word. My mercy can transform it into a dawn of unimaginable brilliance. Hold on to this promise, for I am able and willing. When you are weary, come and rest in my presence, for I created the Sabbath not merely as a day, but as a posture of the soul, a holy space where your spirit breathes and renews. Release the bustle of your daily cares, turning your mind and heart toward my quiet whisper. This invitation stands open every moment, not restricted by calendars or clocks, because I delight in refilling your empty cup with strength. Let my peace wash over your anxious thoughts, and discover that you can indeed find a rest that surpasses all rational explanation. Rejoice, for my rest is your inheritance as my child. I desire you to be a conduit of my love and compassion to others, shining as a light in a world often cloaked in selfishness and confusion. As I have poured my grace upon you, so extend grace to those around you. Comfort the downcast, feed the hungry, listen to the lonely. Through these acts of kindness, you reflect my very nature, revealing a tangible glimpse of who I am. Do not underestimate the power of small deeds done in great love. They echo in eternity, carrying my presence into places that ACH for hope. Take joy, for in loving you mirror my heart. Looking ahead, I have stored an overflow of blessings for you, more than you can contain, so that my generosity spills out to enrich the lives of many. Hold fast to the conviction that your tomorrow is bright, shaped by my foreknowledge and my desire to see you flourish. These current worries and uncertainties will dissolve in the face of my marvelous works, unveiling a future shimmering with promise and possibility. Step bravely into that horizon, for each day I long to reveal new facets of my greatness and envelop you in my sure mercies. Have hope, for I am crafting something magnificent on your behalf. I also long for you to be bold in testifying to my goodness, not out of arrogance, but out of a genuine gratitude that can inspire those around you. When you share how I have moved in your life, how I have healed, restored, and renewed, you shine a beacon for hearts drowning in despair. Do not hide the light I have kindled in you. Let it blaze so others might see a path to redemption. You do not need perfect words. Your authentic experience is enough, for I will anoint your testimony with the fragrance of truth. Rejoice, for in sharing you multiply the wonder of my grace. Even now I am stirring the waters, preparing miracles that will take your breath away, aligning circumstances so that my hand is evident and my name is exalted. Never think your case is too small or too ordinary for my attention. I delight in caring for even the sparrow, and you are far more valuable. Expect good news, expect healing, expect doors to open, because I am the God who performs wonders that defy all logic. Keep your eyes open, for as you trust me, you will witness the impossible become reality. Take heart, for your prayers stir my compassion. Trust in my unwavering promise to turn your sorrow into dancing, trading your garments of mourning for robes of thanksgiving. I do not offer a shallow platitude, but a heavenly exchange, a transformation from within, where the heaviness of sadness becomes the seedbed for later rejoicing. Lean on me during the tears, for I will wipe each one away and use them to water the garden of your future. And as joy emerges from the soil of your trials, let your lips sing with praise for the wonders I have worked in your life. Rejoice, for your tomorrow will not be overshadowed by grief forever. I see you with eyes of compassion, knowing every beat of your heart, and I understand that sometimes you question your worth. Yet I assure you, you are a precious treasure in my hands, like a jewel that sparkles even when hidden from its own sight. I formed you with purpose, breathing life into you with the same power I used to scatter stars across the sky in Genesis. So do not compare yourself with others, for I have ordained a unique path for you, and no one can fill your place in this world the way you can. Embrace the gifts I have woven into your soul, and believe that your significance does not depend on any human measure. I cherish every moment you spend seeking me, and I promise you will find wisdom and direction as you draw near. Stand confident in this truth. I watch over you in every breath you take. I know the struggles that weigh upon your spirit, how you turn your face to the pillow at night to hide the tears that no one else sees. I witness the silent battles that rage inside you, the doubt, the sorrow, and the longing for something greater than the pain you feel. In your loneliness, remember that I stood beside Hagar in the wilderness, and I appeared to Moses in the burning bush when he felt unworthy. Let your heart rest, for I am Emmanuel, meaning I am with you every moment, and my love is not conditional on your strengths or weaknesses. I hear your sighs, your half-formed prayers, and every uncertain whisper that begs for help. You are not forgotten. I hold you as a shepherd carries a lamb. Lean on me, for when you are weak, I am strong. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. I am your shield in the midst of every storm, the one who covers you like an eagle's wings, blocking the arrows that attempt to harm you. So many times you wonder if I have turned away or if I have grown tired of your petitions, but nothing could be further from the truth. I never slumber. I never close my ears to your heartfelt pleas. Even when the waves crash violently, I walk on those waters just as I did in the gospel accounts with my disciples. I am ever ready to reach out, pulling you up from the swirling depths. Therefore, do not give fear the power it desires. Rest in my stronghold, for my authority is mightier than any adversity. Let confidence blossom in your heart, remembering I have already claimed victory on your behalf. You are never alone. I am with you forever. I desire your prayers not as a strict ritual, but as a precious dialogue between your heart and mine. Know that even when your words falter, I discern the unuttered groan that trembles in your spirit. I do not require flawlessly formed sentences or lengthy theological speeches, just the sincerity of your soul. When you feel weary, utter my name, and as it says in the Psalms, I will be your refuge, your rock. Trust that I am closest when you reach out, even if you are uncertain of the proper steps. Prayer is not for my benefit alone, but for the renewal of your hope, the realignment of your perspective so you can see the grace that envelops you. Step into that quiet space with me and feel the embrace of my unwavering devotion. I bless you. Walk forward in peace. I call you to cast your anxieties upon me, for I care for you deeply, more than you can fathom. It can be difficult to let go of burdens that seem part of your identity or that have accompanied you for so long. But as you surrender each worry, each hidden fear, you make room for my peace to flood your mind and my joy to inhabit your heart. Think of Abraham, who left his homeland, trusting my directions, or the Israelites, who relied on me for manna in the Exodus narrative. In the same manner, I invite you to trust that I have stored up goodness for you, even when you have no idea how I will work things out. Give me your burdens, and watch how I transform them into testimonies of my grace. Stand firm in faith, for my love never leaves you. I treasure every breath you take, for I personally breathed life into your being. There is no such thing as an insignificant moment to me, no tear unnoticed, no laugh unheard. When you feel disconnected from purpose, remember that I have woven potential into your existence, setting you apart to be the light in dark places. I do not see your flaws as reasons to reject you, Instead, I see them as opportunities to pour out my strength. Your scars do not repel me, they draw me closer, for I am the God who mends the brokenhearted, as the Psalms declare. I do not ask for perfection, I ask for honesty, a heart that says, "Here I am, Lord." With that declaration, my grace flows like a river, saturating every barren corner of your life. Be at ease, for I am filling you with new hope. I am the Almighty who parted the Red Sea, who fed thousands with just a few loaves, who raised the dead to life, and I remain the same today. My arm is not too short to rescue you from your deepest pit of despair or your greatest labyrinth of confusion. I see how you tire of the same old cycle, the same repeated struggles, and I want you to know I am fully capable of shattering every chain that binds you. Each time you face a mountain that seems unscalable, remember I am the one who shaped the mountains at creation. Nothing is beyond my reach, nor is any cry too small for my care. Open your heart to my miracles, and let faith rise as you realize I am preparing an answer far beyond your expectations. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. I recognize that you sometimes wrestle with your identity, uncertain if you truly belong, uncertain if you are truly loved. But hear me. I have called you by name, and you are mine. Let the voice of condemnation be silenced, for I have clothed you in garments of righteousness, wiping away every stain. When you feel unworthy, think of how I welcomed the prodigal son, how I embraced him with open arms, celebrating his return. You are just as precious, and I rejoice in your every step back toward me. Grace abounds where sin once multiplied, and my mercy triumphs where guilt once prevailed. Let your soul sing with renewed confidence, trusting that my acceptance is a gift you can never earn but can freely receive. You are never alone. I am with you forever. I invite you to look at the birds of the air, as I mentioned in the Gospels, and see how they neither sow nor reap, yet they are fed each day by my providence. You worry about tomorrow, about finances, about relationships, but I hold the cosmos in the palm of my hand, and I have detailed care for the smallest living creature. How much more do I care for you, fashioned in my own image, carrying the breath of eternity within you? Do not see your life as a series of random challenges. I orchestrate every chapter to form a tapestry of grace. Though you do not see the full pattern, I am masterfully weaving each thread. Take a deep breath, let go of your anxieties, and welcome my daily provision with gratitude. I watch over you in every breath you take. I understand the impatience you feel when your prayers seem unanswered, the frustration that arises when the path remains obscured. But recall the story of Joseph, who endured betrayal and imprisonment before seeing my plan come to fruition. I am never late, even though your human sense of time might say otherwise. Trust that delays can become preparations, forging fortitude in your heart. My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts, as declared in my word. Stay steadfast in hope, for I do not tease you with empty promises. Each promise is anchored in my faithful nature. Wait with a spirit that says, I believe you are at work, even when I do not see it. I bless you. Walk forward in peace. I know your secret struggles with temptation, the battles waged behind closed doors where no human eye can see. You question whether you have the strength to overcome, or if you will forever be bound by cycles of defeat. But let me remind you, my power is made perfect in weakness, as the gospel reveals through my apostles' testimony. When you take your failures to me, my grace abounds, and my spirit supplies the strength you lack. Condemnation seeks to bury you under guilt, but I come to lift you, to free you from shame, and to set your feet on higher ground. The cross was not a half measure, it was the full expression of redemption, wiping out every charge set against you. Embrace that victory, and remember, with me, all things are possible. Stand firm in faith, for my love never leaves you. I call upon you to cultivate a heart of thanksgiving, even in the midst of adversity. Praise is not a denial of your pain. It is the declaration that I am greater than your pain. When Paul and Silas sang hymns in prison, the chains fell and the doors opened. That power is still alive. Lift your voice, however trembling it may be, and watch how despair loosens its grip. Understand that gratitude tunes your spirit to my frequency, allowing you to sense my presence more keenly. Do not wait for external changes before you sing. Choose to sing in the darkness, confident that dawn will break. I have always inhabited the praises of my children, and I will fill your praises with my radiant spirit. Be at ease, for I am filling you with new hope. I also encourage you to look with compassion upon those around you, to reflect my love in tangible ways. When you lend a helping hand or whisper a kind word, you become my instrument of mercy in this world. Remember the law I declared: love your neighbor as yourself. This is not an empty command. It is the pathway to experiencing my joy. You do not have to wield great power to make a difference. Sometimes a gentle act can echo into eternity. Understand that each day offers you the chance to be my healing presence in someone else's story, just as I am in yours. Let your heart grow soft towards the needs around you, for I have always been near to the brokenhearted, and I invite you to join me in that ministry of comfort. You are never alone. I am with you forever. I see your dreams and the desires you hold close, some of which feel too big to even whisper aloud. Know that I plant these seeds within you, and I water them at the appointed time. Like a gardener tending tender shoots, I protect the sprouts of your hope, ensuring that they will see the light if you keep trusting. The enemy might sow doubt, telling you your aspirations are foolish, but remember that I am the God who spoke the universe into being. Nothing is impossible for me, and I delight in fulfilling the righteous longings of your heart. Let faith overshadow your fears, and watch as I open doors you never even knew existed. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. I invite you to step out of your comfort zone, to remove the limitations you have set on yourself. In the Gospel of Matthew, Peter walked on water while his eyes remained on me, but he sank when he focused on the waves. You too can rise above your own storms if you fix your eyes on my face instead of the swirling chaos around you. The power that enabled David to topple Goliath dwells within you through my spirit. It is not a fable or a mere historical event, but a living reality for those who believe. Do not discount the gifts I have placed in you, for they are not random. They serve a higher purpose, which is to glorify me and bless others. Lean on my strength, and you will achieve more than you dreamed. I watch over you in every breath you take. I know the weight that regret or past mistakes can place upon a tender heart. Your memory might replay each failure, each moment you wish you could change. But my mercies are new every morning, as the scriptures in Lamentations proclaim. I do not see you through the lens of your past. I see you clothed in my righteousness, cleansed by the sacrifice made at Calvary. When I look upon you, I see hope and a future. Clinging to shame only stifles the beauty I wish to unlock in your life. Release those memories into my hands. Let me transmute them into wisdom, into empathy, into a powerful testimony of redemption. You are not called to dwell in yesterday's shadows, but to walk boldly into the light of tomorrow. You are never alone. I am with you forever. I desire you to know the fullness of my joy, not a shallow happiness, but a deep, abiding sense that you are held by the Most High. This joy does not fade when circumstances shift or when people disappoint you. Rather, It flourishes in adversity, giving you strength to face each challenge. Like the early disciples in the book of Acts, who sang even under persecution, "Let your soul declare my goodness." Joy is your birthright as my child, a wellspring that flows from the knowledge that my plans for you are for good, not for harm. If your spirit feels parched, come to me, for I am the living water, as stated in the Gospel of John, and let your dryness be quenched. I bless you. Walk forward in peace. I give you permission to rest, to lay down the busyness that incessantly demands your attention. Even I, in my act of creation, hallowed the seventh day for rest, knowing the human frame needs restoration. When you cease from striving, you grant your soul the space to hear my still, small voice. Rest is not laziness. It is an act of trust, acknowledging that the world continues under my sovereignty even when you pause your labors. Allow my spirit to minister to you in those quiet moments, guiding you, healing you, and preparing you for new assignments. Embrace the rhythms of grace, letting your mind and body align with my compassionate design. It is in rest you often find revelation and clarity. Be at ease, for I am filling you with new hope. I ask you to open your heart to my correction as well, for I discipline those I love. Like a potter shaping clay, I use gentle pressure to mold your character, removing flaws and refining your essence. This process might feel uncomfortable, but as you yield to my hands, you will emerge as a vessel fit for every good work. Do not resent the trials that refine you. See them as stepping stones to greater strength. Reflect on how gold is purified through intense heat. Similarly, your faith is tested to produce greater perseverance. Rejoice, for the journey of growth reveals my unwavering commitment to your spiritual well-being. In the end, you will come forth shining with a brilliance that reflects my glory. You are never alone. I am with you forever. I remind you that your destiny is not an accident. I have written your name in the book of life, and your purpose is etched into my cosmic design. Every day you walk is a day I have foreseen, each step an opportunity to see my hand at work. At times, you might feel overshadowed by the achievements of others, but your uniqueness is cherished by me. I do not ask you to be someone else. I ask you to become fully the person I created you to be. In Revelation, you see the picture of a victorious church, and you are part of that vision, called to shine amid darkness. Let my word be the lamp to your feet, guiding each decision, and do not doubt that I am orchestrating connections, opening doors, and shaping your environment to align with my plan. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. I celebrate the love you share with others, the compassion for the hurting, the patience in teaching, the generosity you show in secret. These are echoes of my own heart, testifying that you carry my image. Continue to sow seeds of kindness, though you may not see an immediate harvest. Trust that I nurture each seed planted in faith. When you are tempted to become weary, recall that I promise in the Scriptures you will reap in due season if you faint not. Keep the flame of love alive, for love never fails, and it is the greatest commandment, transcending every boundary. My grace is sufficient for each act of kindness, and my joy overflows when you reflect my attributes to a world yearning for hope. I watch over you in every breath you take. I encourage you finally to take each day as a gift, a new canvas on which my grace can paint wonders. You may see burdens, but I see avenues for breakthrough. You may see closed doors, but I see the next corridor leading to blessings. Your faith is not in vain. It lays a foundation on which I build miraculous stories. Even if your current situation seems bleak, remember the cross seemed final, yet resurrection followed. Therefore persist, for my resurrection power infuses every corner of your life with unstoppable life. In my presence, sadness finds comfort, confusion finds clarity, and fear yields to love. Keep pressing forward, for I walk with you, lead you, and promise a hope-filled future that surpasses your greatest dreams. Stand firm in faith, for my love never leaves you. Be assured, my beloved, that my love for you is as constant as the rising sun, unwavering in every season. I remain the same yesterday, today, and forever, and no shift in circumstances can diminish the fierceness of my devotion. Understand that the affection I have for you is not based on your performance, but on my own essence, which is love. Stand within that safe harbor, confident that even your mistakes and missteps cannot push you beyond the boundary of my embrace. Let that surety banish every insecurity, for you are held in everlasting arms. I speak blessings over your household, your relationships, and every sphere you influence, so that your life becomes a living testimony of my mercy. May your family see a mirror of my grace in your patience, your generosity, and your unwavering faith. Let your workplace or place of endeavor experience excellence and integrity, as I empower you with the creativity and stamina to excel. May your community feel the warmth of my kindness through your open heart, so that hope multiplies wherever you tread. Rejoice, for I mark you as a vessel of blessing. Finally, my dear one, I command you to walk forward in the peace I have promised, trusting that the path ahead is lit by my goodness. Do not look back in regret, and do not linger in your pain. Push on, for a future bright with possibility stands before you. The faith you hold now will be your compass, and I am the polar star, shining with unwavering intensity to guide you in your darkest nights. Let the final lines of your current chapter be written with joy, knowing your story continues under my constant watch. Rest your anxieties upon me and stand courageous, for I am unfolding greater blessings in each new day. My love for you will never fade, and my desire is that you embrace the fullness of joy found in my presence, carrying that hope to all you meet. I bless you and those you hold dear, protecting you from the unseen arrows of discouragement and filling your days with glimpses of eternal glory. Step forth, then, in calm certainty, confident in my promises, eager for the unfolding of my wonders, and unwavering in your belief that the best truly is yet to come. Amen.